Well, good morning. Welcome back to our business spotlight. It gives me great pleasure to introduce you to Eli from the CRM Squad and business entrepreneur. So welcome on the call today, Eli.
Thank you very much. It's a great pleasure to be here, and thank you very much for the invitation.
No worries at all. So Eli, just tell us a little bit about your business then, or the businesses that you're running at the moment.
So CRM Squad is my primary business at the moment, and we are a revenue-centric marketing agency. Because what we have recognized is that there are quite a lot of agency out there that focus on the wrong metrics. So we want to make sure that we focus on the bottom line, because obviously, if there's more revenue, there's more business, there's more job opportunities, and so on. We specialize in CRM implementation, revenue operations, sales enablement, go-to-market strategies. We have within the team board level experience. So I
Nice.
think that we're very well versed to be able to help companies to make the most of their tech stack and to be able to grow.
Nice. So kind of, I guess really then going through that and being in the tech industry, have you guys kind of felt any impact of COVID, or how did COVID impact you during that time?
I mean, in all honesty, CRM Squad itself started 2 years ago, so it was just on the back end of COVID. So we
Yeah.
didn't necessarily see an impact from that. However, I think that because COVID was the main driver for digital transformation for many companies, that
Yeah.
actually created even more need for CRM Squad to exist, because we wanted to make sure that we help those businesses for whom digital is kind of a foreign concept, and to be able to support them in their journey. So, if anything, it created opportunities for us.
Amazing. And how have you seen the kind of digital landscape change since COVID? Is there some big shifts that you've noticed as an organization working with your clients? Have you seen that landscape shift?
I think that people are becoming smarter and becoming more, well, wanting to become more streamlined in their processes, in their tech stack. They don't necessarily have the resources or the knowledge at all times, but I think that there is an awareness now that things need to happen. And also, as so revenue operations, for example, is something that has existed for quite some time, but it's
Yeah.
mostly in the last few years that people are talking a little bit more about it and the need to combine the customer service, sales, and marketing teams. Because very often, as you know, it's, oh yeah, but we have those kind of leads, and the sales team says it's not quite right, and we're all on the same team. So yeah, definitely the change, as I said, to have a more cohesive strategy has been present.
Amazing. So kind of in the business you're in then with regards to CRM and marketing and bringing those points that you just discussed there together, what's the biggest learning you've had on your business journey so far?
Um, that actually execution eats perfection for breakfast. Exactly,
Okay.
because it's digital, because things are very dynamic, things are changing, even new platforms come along, and people want to see the results faster because we are impatient as a nation, well, not nation, but society nowadays. So I think that this is the key to make sure that we keep moving like a bicycle. The slower you go, the more chance of you to fall down. So keep the momentum.
So you think that you've seen really the speed of things with businesses speed up as well?
Yes, yes, but it's not in the scattered way that they have sped up before, because before it was not as streamlined approach, and therefore people were doing many different things, not necessarily with an objective. But so SEO is one of my primary things from back in the days. I've been doing SEO for 15 years, and I have
Yeah.
businesses coming to me at the moment to say, "Oh, I want you help with SEO." I said, that's okay, but you have a 4 page website. So that's not necessarily your strategy. This is not where you're going to see the results straight away. It's because they say, but our competitors are doing it when they're doing it, but they're in a different stage of their journey. So therefore, of course, SEO could be one of the things, but let's see what else could be doing is going to get you in front of your customers as soon as possible.
Yeah, amazing. So kind of moving on from that then, running the business yourself and having the CRM squad and the other projects that you're working on, what's the biggest issues you've had to face since starting the business a couple of years ago?
I think that it's finding reliable people, which is something that I wouldn't have thought it would happen. But especially with CRM Squad, we wanted to work with a few freelancers, and we engage with them. They're very responsive, and they commit. They say that they commit. We have a project for them, want to reach out, don't want to be found. It's happened 4 times for us, which is quite strange from my point of view, because so I'm not quite sure whether we kind of called them out for the fact that they saw themselves over what they could do. But it was very, very strange, because I would have expected if someone quotes that they want £100 an hour and we were prepared to pay that just to be able to support the business, and they then not pick up the phone. I don't know. Yeah, that has been a challenge for us.
So have you overcome that then? So on the journey, obviously, people's a critical part of any business, and being able to deliver on the products and services that we commit to. So how have you overcome that?
Luckily, we have a wide network of people that we have worked with over the years. So we do call some, and when I say favors, it's not free work. It's more the fact that someone to be able to support a project on a short notice basis. And equally, as I said, because of the way we approach things, we have a strategy in place that allows us to be a little bit more flexible in the delivery time.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that I very often say when it comes to marketing, that there are not many things that are urgent. If they're urgent, that means that they haven't been planned well. So we pride ourselves on the strategy and planning.
For sure. So what keeps you motivated personally then, Ellie, in order to kind of keep pushing, keep driving the business forward, overcome the challenges that you kind of shared a few of there? What keeps you motivated as an individual?
I love helping people. I have this motto of mine that if every day I've made even one person smile, it was worth living that day. And there you go. So you just made my day. And because it could be by telling a joke, by helping their business grow, by carrying the bags for someone, it doesn't matter. So this is why even during COVID, actually, someone asked me, "Well, are you not afraid what's going to happen with your business if you're out of job?" I said, "No, really, because marketing and what I do is one of the ways I use my skills. But what I do is ultimately kind of fundamentally wanted to make people happy, which means that you can't take that away from me. It doesn't matter what kind of job I'm in. So
Yeah.
that's what it is, the impact. Yeah.
No, it's a nice motivation to have for sure. So kind of since being on the business journey then and working with multiple businesses, I know you mentor some more people as well. What have you learned about yourself? What's the biggest learning being in business has taught you about yourself?
Um, Time for myself is more important than what I would have expected it to be.
Okay.
I started meditating more, and it's a little bit probably of a contradiction of what I said earlier. For execution is perfection, but I think that slowing down is speeding up. So that's why I made this caveat that people are speeding up but in a more strategic way. So sometimes exactly taking that time to plan and to know what's the quick things you need to do and then quickly do them is the key to success.
Fantastic. I think that point on like execution beats perfection is great as well. Just getting started and moving something forward is quite often going to get you a better result than waiting for the perfect time. So I align with that really well. So look, again, thank you for your time today. I really appreciate it. Just before we finish up then, one last question for you. What advice would you give to someone that's looking to start their own business or is starting out in business?
I'll probably say plan, and definitely only take advice from people that have done the doing.
Okay.
And because it's very easy for people around you with their best intentions, as in friends and family that have not done a business or not done business like yours, to say, "Oh, well, you should go to work, but don't rush it, don't risk it." And unfortunately, they want to protect you because they don't think that they would have been able to do that themselves, and they in a way project their fears onto you, but their fears shouldn't be your fears. So as long as you have a plan and people to learn from, like mentors, coaches, that's the way forward.
Amazing. Obviously, a really big fan of mentoring coaches as well, what we do.
Of course.
So,
Eddie,
thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate it. And I'd like to wish you all the best in business moving forward.
Thank you very much, Steve. Pleasure to be here.
Take care. Thanks, Ellie.
Thank you. Bye-bye.